In this tutorial, we're going to look at writing a descriptive paragraph or essay. Descriptive writing describes a person, a place, or a thing. How would you describe this scene? The structure of a descriptive paragraph or essay is the same as in a narrative paragraph or essay. In a paragraph, you're going to have a topic sentence, several supporting details, and a conclusion. Each one of these bullet points is going to be 1 to 3 sentences. In an essay, you're going to have an introduction that includes a thesis statement. You're going to have at least 3 paragraphs of supporting details, and you're going to have a concluding paragraph. Each one of these bullet points equals 1 paragraph. In a descriptive essay, we show, we don't tell. We want to try to show the reader, not tell them about something or someone. We use specific details that paint a picture in the reader's mind. Consider this. You are a car salesman. A customer comes in and says, "I want to buy a car." What would you say to the customer? You would probably ask him, what kind of car do you want to buy? Does he want to buy a sports car or a truck? He needs to be more specific about what kind of car he's shopping for. We add specific details by using sensory details. We use our senses to help us write description. Our senses include sight, smell, sound, and feeling. They also include taste, but sometimes, unless you're writing about a restaurant, it's hard to add taste into the description. Here's an example of using sensory details to write about the writing center. You might say, "It's a well-lit and cheery room to write. The smell of coffee is stimulating me to write well. The look of excited faces as they write with confidence." And you can hear the sound of others typing papers on computers. So what you want to do is you want to walk into your scene that you're going to describe and close your eyes at first and use all your senses to get an idea of what to say about the scene. You need to have a dominant impression. You're describing one thing. That one thing is your main point. This becomes your topic or thesis statement. You might describe a room, a place, a person, or some other thing. Let's try, "The island was a disaster after the hurricane." What's the dominant impression here? We know the topic is the island, but what are we saying about the island? We're saying that the island was a disaster after the hurricane. So the disaster is our dominant impression, and that's what we want to describe. So let's add some supporting details. Use your senses. Add specific details to support your topic or thesis statement. What do you do? See, hear, smell, feel, taste. The island was a disaster after the hurricane. You can smell dead fish. You see broken trees. You hear the sound of silence because there's no power and there's no cars moving on the road. You can taste warm water because there's no refrigeration, so the bottled water is going to be warm or even hot. You can feel the hot sun and the humidity in the air. During a hurricane, after a hurricane, it becomes very humid. We use spatial order to organize our ideas. Descriptive writing organizes the details by moving through space. Imagine you just stepped off a plane onto the disaster site of the island. What is the first thing you would notice? Would you smell the dead fish first? Or maybe the heat and humidity would hit you first. Or maybe you are stunned by how quiet it is with no cars moving and the power out. To finish up, once you've generated a lot of ideas using your senses, form all your ideas into complete sentences. Add some transitions to make your sentences or paragraphs flow together nicely. Check to make sure you've described everything you can think of. Check all your senses. Did you describe something using each sense? And as always, proofread, spell check, and have someone else read your paragraph or essay. Happy writing.